Now, I usually don't reply to videos like this, but I need to jump on it because I think this mindset is incredibly toxic, and I'm seeing it happen more and more of people who are adopting this victim mindset, believing that wealth must be a zero-sum game whereby for somebody to win, there needs to be somebody on the other side of the transaction that has lost by at least an equal amount to what has been gained on the other side. This is fundamentally wrong, and through having helped my clients build over $3 billion in combined wealth, I've been able to prove this perspective right so many times and disprove toxic thoughts like this. So I'm going to give you some schooling on this. Now, tippy cup, we must understand that wealth does not exist in a vacuum, and there is not a finite amount of resource to go around. We live in a system whereby money is being printed freely, plugged into the economy, and it is available to those who have the skills, who have the education, who have the determination and the drive in order to go and seek that value. This is the fundamental basis of a capitalist system, okay? Now, you can look at any other system that exists in the world, and so far, the only system that has been able to thrive for a significant amount of time is the capitalist system. Communism has failed, socialism has failed, unless there is some sort of government intervention and the threat of violence in order to suppress the people to comply to those kinds of systems. And even in so-called communist systems that exist around the world, there is significant wealth inequality that exists. Now, I believe that every single human on this earth deserves the right to be able to go out and provide to create the opportunity to have essentially a comfortable lifestyle and to be able to provide for themselves and their family. However, that requires a value exchange, okay? You are not rewarded without the delivery or the creation of value. And you must understand how value is created in the system in order to go and demand an equal exchange for at least the value that you have created. Now, there is a model that has been created by an amazing coach called Dan Sullivan. And essentially the model is the scarcity loop versus the abundance loop, okay? Now, the scarcity loop is typically that you believe that everybody else has it better than you, and you blame those people, and you accuse those people, and you are envious of those people for the knowledge, the skills, and the resources that they have available to them. Now, typically speaking, that is typically followed by guilt, right? Because the vast majority of us don't want to point the finger at other people, accuse them of stealing our resources, and accusing them for causing us pain and suffering for their own personal gain. So we feel guilty, okay? And that is depleting. It consumes precious energy from our system because it's not a sustainable way to go about things. And this reinforces the zero-sum game, okay? That in order for somebody to win, other people must lose. And this is not how the world works. On the flip side, we focus on the abundance loop. And the abundance loop starts with gratitude. Because even though you may be in a bad financial position, that you might be struggling, you must accept ownership of that situation and you must be grateful for what you have. I'm alive, I'm breathing, I can still learn these things, I can keep an open mind, I can seek mentorship, I can consume these ideas, I can go out and do things the right way and create value. When you show gratitude, that it attracts opportunity. That opportunity creates collaboration. And through that, we are able to be creative around how we go about creating this value. And this is what reinforces the idea of abundance, okay? And this is how I go about creating value in my business and creating value in wealth. Now, you have a choice here. You have the choice to choose that negative gearing is wrong, the tax system is wrong, the government is wrong, building wealth is wrong, creating passive income is wrong, okay? And you can hold all of those beliefs true and they are yours to keep. But as a result of having no wealth, of not understanding the rules, of not using them to your advantage, of not creating passive income, you are going to lack the resources that you require to have any real impact in this world. Because you are going to be one person who has no financial backing and only one voice in order to incite change, okay? And the alternative is that you understand the rules, you use them to your advantage, you create value ethically, You deliver more value to society than you take in return. You amass an incredible amount of wealth. You produce eye-watering amounts of passive income. And you put yourself in a position where you can put your money where your mouth is. And you can actually go and create the impact that you want, because no one's going to listen to you unless you've got the platform, unless you've got the financial backing, and unless you've got the resources and the influence to go and make a difference. I know what choice I'm going to make. The choice is yours, and that's up to you. I'll leave that to you.